Hi everybody, this video is sponsored by a contribution from Audrey, and this is what she has to say. Boy, have we missed you, Ollie. My question is this. After going no contact for almost 2 years, I'm still having weekly nightmares and dreams about my narc parents and grandmother almost nightly. The dreams they are in are never good, but the nightmares all follow the same script. They kick me out of the house and or the family. Though they live 10 hours away, I'm embarrassed to say my gut still hurts when I hear the doorbell ring, even though they have never popped in before, and always keep my car in the garage so I can feel safe from their anticipated, unexpected, unwanted pop-in visit. I have an excellent therapist who has been working with me for 2 years, but I wanted to know your thoughts as well as everyone else's out there. I'm honestly ashamed to say that after almost 2 years, I still live in fear as if I were an 8-year-old child. My husband is wonderful and we have a great support system of friends. This is a huge hurdle for me. Any thoughts? Also, are reoccurring nightmares common among survivors of narcissistic abuse? Thank you, Audrey. Good question, Audrey. And here it is with your situation, I think. You're in an advantage because you're already no contact. So your issues now are all, I'm not going to say in your head, but they're all your mind getting over the narcissistic abuse. I mean, it appears that, after 2 years in therapy, it appears you must have been abused very bad, very bad. But something I say commonly on this channel is you were abused for decades. You're not going to get over it in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 10 years. We're still all figuring this out. Now, you should use your dreams as a reminder. Now, as upsetting as they are and as shitty as they are when you're dealing with it, when you're dealing with the nightmare is there for a reason. The nightmare, I think maybe in your situation, isn't the worst thing in the world. Because every time you have these now, you've been having these nightmares for 2 years, you've been no contact. But you haven't gone back to reestablish contact. Why? Well, I think partly is because of the nightmares. Because your nightmares are your way of reminding you of why you left to begin with. Now, you may be dealing with some leftover external guilt about the whole situation, and maybe you get the urge to call and you have that typical, maybe they change, maybe they learn their lesson, maybe you're going through that kind of conflict in your head, and that's when you're going to have the nightmares. See, the nightmares are there telling you something. I've never really studied dreams because I personally don't dream unless it's something bad. But I always take whatever it was I was dreaming about, and it's usually related very similarly to my parents or getting kicked out or that fear of being alone. That fear of being alone. And the thing is, like when you're abused, like we grew up like we did, even when you're with somebody, you're still alone. And when you're having these dreams, your mind is forgetting that you have somebody, and it gives you that nightmare to remind you, like you were alone with these people, and then you wake up and your husband's there, and you're not alone. You see, you understand? It's almost like your nightmares are telling you, like you're more part of the world now without them than you are with them. You're less alone without them than you are with them. Because you're going to be, because the end result of being with them is gonna be loneliness, and that's been your fear. And I believe me, I get that. Unexpected, unwanted pop-up visit. It's like, because that only comes from reality though. That's just you being cautious because you know what they're capable of. Just because they haven't done anything as of yet doesn't mean they won't. You know, there's narcissistic recovery, and then there's just doing silly things that are going to still leave you exposed. So if you feel more comfortable with your car in the garage, there might be a good reason why you think that. Because your parents are capable of anything. They are capable. I don't think that's an irrational fear that they're going to come to your house and knock on your door and barge in. And that's not an irrational fear at all. They're narcissists. They're terminators. They're capable of anything. So what I would suggest to you is, you know, don't come down on yourself for every little thing that you do. Because, like I said, hiding your car and being vigilant about the doorbell ringing, that's a rational fear. And that's not one you should make yourself feel upset about. Not everything you do is necessarily bad, but you need to take time. And every time you have a fear, ask yourself why. Why do I have a fear? And then go point by point by point. And then you're going to figure out, like, well, that's just silly. Look at your fear. Say, what am I afraid of right this second? What terrifies me? Okay, them showing up. Why would I be afraid of them showing up? Because they might actually do it. So then that's not an irrational fear. That's just you being cautious, which you have an absolute right to do based on your experience with these people. And as far as the nightmares go, I mean, I wish I could tell you they're going to go away or when they're going to go away, but I still get them too. Not on a nightly occurrence, but based on the level of abuse you endured from these people, you know, it's going to take time. And I know that sucks. I mean, I'm nowhere close. And you guys are coming to me for answers. So, like, as long as we keep talking about it and making channels like this and commenting and talking to each other, we know we have a support system. We know there's structure for us. So we got to take heart in what we got, what our reality is. Not every feeling we have is illegitimate, and you know, it has to be brushed off as, okay, that's part of narcissism. No, you have to take legitimate steps to protect yourself from these people because they really are capable of anything. So thank you for your donation, and thank you for your question. It was a really good one. It was a really good one. And try to view your dreams and your nightmares as a positive, because it's a reminder of what the narcissist is capable of in your life. And if you want to hide your car, and that's you just being vigilant, because they could show up, and that's reality. So I hope that helps. Thank you again, Audrey. I really appreciate it. I want to hear what everybody else has to say. Any advice, opinions, put them in the comment section below. And again, if you have a question or you want your story read on the channel, you know what to do with the PayPal link. I'll get it right out to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.